hello guys. Do you remember what we were doing before at all? Do you guys
Yes.
need a recap?
No. I wasn't here, and I didn't have time to do this.
Yeah, I was gonna say Duck needs a
Okay.
recap.
Okay. So
Ooh.
Duck, my darling dear. So the group had slowly made their way out of the swampy area. Alana had hummed a little song that was kind of familiar to a few people. And then you guys were slowly making your way to Stody Village. However, y'all did... Where did it go now? I'm losing all my shit. However, as they were all making their way to Stody Village, you guys had come across a very strange creature known as a Storm Master. A Storm Master, of course, is massive. They are not something to take lightly. And they were heading straight for Stody Village, of which you guys were trying to get to. So, Karakir, being a badass monk, basically ran ahead of everyone else, got hit by lightning, which hurt, and now has permanent lightning scars on them. But they were able to get there along with Fiora's, Iola's, Raven to warn the town to evacuate. Being that you guys were able to get the town to evacuate on time, you guys were able to save many, 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 many people, and you guys were congratulated by basically the mayor of the town, Galvin Tonell. And then you guys made your way to the Sloshed Sally Inn for the night. However, at this point, as you guys made your way to the inn, Blue silently did his adieus and left, not saying a full goodbye to everyone, only giving a few letters in goodbye as he left to go to Paedonia. You guys, of course, were supposed to talk to one another and come up with a name for your group. Did you do this?
Oops.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't aware of that. Can I get a pass?
You're fine, Duck. Everyone else is at fault.
Everybody else is in trouble.
Mm-hmm. That was the
This is
one
what
thing
scared
y'all
the
were supposed
guy.
to do.
Hey, I got a second campaign that I'm focusing on too, okay?
Excuse me? Do you want to repeat that one more time?
I know.
That is no excuse, Tasha. I run that campaign.
I know! That's why I said it!
Oh, goodness gracious. But so you guys can, of course, I would start brainstorming if something comes into your head. Just write it down off to the side. We'll just say name goes here until you guys officially come up with a name for yourselves.
So that's gonna be our party name.
Name goes here. Beautiful name. Wonderful choice.
No. No.
But
Sonya might peace out if they call themselves that. She'll be like, okay.
I'm not impressed with that. But you guys did make your way to the Slosh Sally Inn, which is run by a little old lady. And the area that you guys are in from far away looks kind of like a weird looking boot. So you guys are dealing with the little old lady who lives in a shoe currently. And her dozens and dozens of kids who are running around this godforsaken inn. But Elle was also eyeing a few people and trying to track down someone as well. You guys did notice that there was a gentleman kind of near you who was just kind of looking at the fire. Two gentlemen who was over by the bar area taking a drink. And then you noticed two other people. A gentleman alone with a hood up and then another figure, a woman, with her hood up as well. You guys can continue with what you'd like to do. I will be playing Karak here, and Garen, and Alana. So if you need me, I'm here. But, ta-ta! Your turn.
Wait, did somebody... Because I remember Iola didn't notice either of them last time. Did somebody point it out the people to the group?
Elle was the only one that noticed. Elle has not pointed them out to the group yet.
Okay.
I will go ahead and do that now.
Alright.
I will point everyone out.
Alright, so you're like, guys, there's this dude over here who has his hood up. Pretty sure that's the dude that was riding towards Stody Village. And then there's this chick over here who's a little sketchy and keeps looking at the door. And then there's this guy that seems to be chilling. And these people who are just chit-chatting with the old lady who owns this inn. How would you like to proceed? You guys would remember that Blue did leave you guys a letter informing the king of the location of that facility and basically what happened. So you guys do have an official document from Blue to give to the king, so you guys could head over towards Lau. Or whatever else you guys want to try to investigate.
Yeah, Comet's upstairs with his sister, so he's
Yeah, that's right.
not available, guys.
Hang on. Let me get your sister on the board,
Is
please.
it daytime or nighttime? I don't remember.
It's
what time
towards
of day it
the
is.
night because you guys were able to get there to warn everyone. So it's a little bit nighttime now.
Okay. So
Yeah.
what does everyone propose we do?
What do y'all think?
Everyone sounds very tired.
It is
I'm
pretty
just-
late. You guys have been through a lot. You helped put out fires. You guys were racing basically against a storm master to try and like fight off shit. You don't know where the storm master's going, but you do know that it was a very odd occurrence for that storm master even to be in the area.
You know, it's been a long day. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, that seems like a good
Yeah,
idea.
that's probably smart.
Night.
Good night, Iowa. Karakir is
Ow.
probably gonna end up going to sleep too.
Somnia's gonna look at Elle. Just ask, what sort of... You were so, set on finding that man. What sort of business do you have with him?
I need him dead. Very, very dead. And I can't do it alone.
Suppose it's a little bit difficult to agree to something like that without knowing why.
He's killed a lot of people. He needs to pay for that.
And those people, were they people you know?
Some of them. He does have the deaths of an entire village on his hands.
Alright. And you're certain it's this man over there?
I'm not certain it's him, but I do need to find him, and I'm pretty sure he's here in Stody Village.
What makes you sure about that?
Let me find my notes.
Yeah. Elle, you would recall that on your guys' way to Stody Village, there was that gentleman who had passed you guys prior going south to South Bowl that had the crest of the Baron.
Okay.
So you don't know if they're affiliated, you don't know what exactly their affiliation with the Baron is. You think they might be the Baron, you're not quite sure.
Okay. Well, if he's not the Baron, he can at least lead me to him. He has the crest.
Right, and how would you propose we go about doing that then?
We did save the village. We can request an audience.
Over what sort of accusation? That's just...
We don't have to make accusations yet, but we can see if he's the person we need. And then move on from there. I don't want to rush into this. I don't want to get myself or anyone else here killed.
But requesting an audience, wouldn't that basically be some form of accusation?
Wouldn't it make more sense if you were trying to find some information, maybe based on a rumor or something? You can speak to
You
anyone
need
in the
something to
area.
go off of.
Yes, it's collecting information. I think that's what you need to do, is probably do that, if anything. You can't go in blindly. You need more information.
I'm not saying kill him as soon as we see him. I'm saying talk to him, find out if he's the person we need, and then make a
Do you
plan
really
from
think
there.
he's going to tell you? He doesn't know who you are, unless he does. Does he have reason to tell you? It sounds to me like you have some sort of vendetta against this man, and if that's the case, I highly doubt he'll tell you anything.
He might recognize me, but one of you might be able to help me. Spells.
What are we supposed
Let
to
me-
ask if that's the case?
Look at...
If he's here for a reason. Do you think
So
he's
I
going
do
to-
have a spell called Detect Thought. Oop, that's not what I meant to do. Called Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
So if I can get close to him, I can use the spell to gain information I need.
if they're thinking about it at that time. Isn't
If
that
we ask him a question about it, he'll think about it.
possibly?
Depends
There are
on how
magic.
clever he is.
There are magic items against such things, but it depends on
Hmm.
how strong they are.
Yeah, I was trying to detect magic.
Hmm?
There's a way to detect magic. If there's some sort of magical device on him, I do have a spell where I can detect magic.
Ooh. That would be helpful.
But I need to make sure that the intentions are clear before I do something like that.
I won't rush into killing him, but I do need whatever information he may have.
Fair enough. Who do you suppose this gentleman is?
The Baron Balthazar Latvian. I have no idea if I pronounced that correctly.
Wouldn't travel alone.
No, a baron would never travel alone. They'd always have some kind of guard or something like that with them. Nobility doesn't normally travel alone unless they're in a group. I.e. blue.
doesn't mean that he doesn't have some sort of association with him, but I doubt it's him.
I do have to agree, I highly doubt that it's the Baron himself.
Are you wanting to look into this tonight, or are you wanting to wait until the morning?
Oh, it doesn't have to be tonight. I just want to make a plan to know how to deal with him. Or I guess to find information.
Well, he's clearly here for something.
We could always get him drunk and see if he'll tell us anything.
Well, yeah, that is a possibility.
What, get him drunk, go flirt with him and see what he'll tell you?
How much is alcohol here?
You said he might know who you are. Is that really clever?
I don't have to be the one to get him drunk.
She does have
But
a good
I
point.
can contribute to the cost of it.
Right, well, who's a flirt?
Garen slowly looks at Rye.
I know, I was like...
I
Unless
want to know what I've ever done to give off the idea that I am a flirt. Other than call everyone hot.
yeah. Just Garen's gonna go. That one.
Ugh. The one who knows the least. Goodbye, Elliot.
Oh yeah. I don't know what just happened to my other screen, but it died.
Oh no.
It just turned
And
off. I don't know why.
That's fine.
Oh, this is my life. It's okay. I have everything I need right here. So I'm gonna be looking up. If you're looking for some meat, are you looking for some like mulled cider or black bitter ale? There's Evermead, Zazar. You're looking at roughly, if you're looking for something that could probably get him fucked very, very quick, you'd be looking at probably a roll rum or a Zazar.
Ooh.
Roll rum is cheap liquor, so it's quick and dirty.
Ah.
That is going to be 8 copper per stein. They
Okay.
have. So probably if you can get them drunk off of that, maybe 2, 3. You're probably estimating they're gonna be rolling a little bit.
That might be a good start, especially since it's cheap.
It's cheap. It's quick. It's like when people go and like get like those things of vodka, but they're like super fucking cheap, but just like roll it down.
And you're just trying to get fucked up really far.
It's like having tons of Fireball. Horrible.
Oh, I've
tasting,
never done that before.
But it's gonna
I
get
don't
you
know what
fucked.
that's like.
Oh yeah.
I legitimately
Fireball's pretty spicy.
I
Damn.
Do.
I do like Fireball, though, not gonna lie.
I
Oh,
love
wow,
Fireball.
drink that on my end.
Put Fireball
I like
in
the
with a little
cinnamon
bit
taste
of
of it.
apple juice. Apple pie.
Ooh, that sounds
It's good.
fantastic.
So, the gentleman that you were eyeing prior, do you want to try and locate them, or do you want to approach them, or do you want to send Rye to approach them?
I suppose I should
Over,
ask
I
if
just allow
Rye is
more
okay with
information
this.
Quick. I know nothing.
Rye's like, what?
My point with all of this is...
Well, I dissociated through the entire quest. And
Just-
just now.
Hello?
Like, what's up? Huh? What's up?
I'm
I heard
back.
my name!
I'm here. What's going on, guys?
My point
I
with
was
this is...
thirsty.
if you're going to do this, you need to make sure you have a plan, and you seem to be the only one who knows anything about this. And I don't know, I suppose we might want to help, but we don't really know why we're doing what we're doing and how you plan to go about doing this. How would this benefit us?
I'll find a way to reward you.
No, I'm not talking about reward. I mean,
You said, how would it benefit you?
what I mean is, you're talking about killing a man. We don't know why. We don't know the true intention. And I'm not saying I don't trust you. I just want to make sure if we help you, it's not going to benefit us in a negative way.
How does something benefit someone in a negative way?
You know what I mean.
I think the word you were looking for there was impact.
Impact.
I understand, yes.
Alright, so
Alright.
what would you like to do?
My village was burned down long ago. Most everyone died. He was involved, or someone was involved. And I need to find out if he's that person or if he has a connection to that person.
And you're...
So for now, my only purpose is information. Again, I don't want to rush into anything yet. I don't want to get anyone killed that's not supposed to die. Or any of my friends killed. I don't want that either.
Just gonna look at everybody else, because, I mean...
Everybody else meaning Rye and Garen.
Right,
Yeah.
Garen. Because everyone else pieced out.
Yeah, everybody else was like, I go to bed.
Garen with whom no decision other than protect Samnia, and Rye, whose only brain cell is dedicated to crying.
Garen gives input, but especially, listen, if it comes to, like, killing people, Garen can give input.
He's the follow through.
Yeah. He's like, using the mind isn't very up my alley.
No.
He's not!
And
Alright.
we're back on topic.
Alright. So, Elle. Are you going to try and use assistance? Or are you just going to try and get this person drunk? You could try to flirt your way into getting information if you would like. That's always an option.
But there's always the risk that he might know who I am, and he might not want to help me if he does.
Mm-hmm. There is that risk.
Well, I suppose I can ask if Rye is up to helping me get information. That's my only intention tonight, is information.
Okay.
I never said I had any qualms with killing people. I'm just sitting here quietly. Somnia is the one with her head on her shoulders. I'm not.
Alright, well, if I need help killing anyone, I'll come to you.
Zara!
My only thing about killing people is it draws attention. You have to make sure if you're going to do it, it's done with the intentions, good intentions, and that you're aware, especially in a town, people are going to notice.
Well, that's why we're not killing anyone
Draw
tonight.
attention.
Tonight is about information.
Okay.
I'm willing to help, but I need information to get information. I know nothing about this man or his past.
Alright.
How would you go about... If you just question about a time that he attacked a village, I mean... That's suspicious. That's gonna set him off instantly.
which is why
Well,
we
I
need to
think-
be
I think what you need
clever
to do
about it.
is question him first on what his reasoning for coming into town is. Does he look like he blends in with the town? Find something that, sticks out, something that's not like the rest of the town. Draw attention to that. Mention the fact that you're a traveler. Where do you come from?
Yes, I like that.
Find interest in that.
There's so much pressure.
You guys
Am I
watch
gonna have to- Oh.
as two more figures come through the door and go speak to the man that previously had his hood up that he had taken down. It is a tall drow elf male, dark complexion, stark white hair. He seems to be popping some chewing gum like he's annoyed with life. There is also a there is also a elven woman with him with long purple dyed hair and a staff with a large moon on the staff. And they both sit down next to the gentleman. They seem to be discussing
It's like
things.
you're going to have to befriend more people if you're going to do this.
I'm much more afraid of going over there now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's
still do it.
not.
Why? The table
I mean, it was-
across from them is open. Why don't you just go sit over there and see what you can hear?
Ooh, yeah, let's eavesdrop. Why didn't I think of
Yeah,
that?
let's just go sit at the middle table.
Alright, so
Someone,
you guys are
why
all
don't-
gonna
okay,
move.
Okay, wait.
Wait, before we move.
Because Somnia's a planner.
Yeah.
Someone needs to spill something, cause a reason for us to move, so that we don't.
If
just
they'll notice
move
if we just
to the
move
table.
closer to their table.
Exactly.
Get me
so
a
there
mead.
needs to be
I
a
got
reason.
this.
Alright. Garen. Well, actually, he kind of looks at you, Ryan, and go, "You're the performer."
I sure am.
So is one of you guys gonna go and get a mead from the thing and sit down? Or are you guys gonna grab like a whole bunch of them and come down? Like you guys are all gonna drink together and all
Right.
that stuff?
Raya's gonna go and grab. How many people are at this table? Four? Four meads.
Okay.
And bring them back to the table and then intentionally spill them all over the table.
Alright, so if you're going for regular cups of mead, you're looking at 2 coppers each.
I'll pay for mine.
Okay. Garen, of course, pay for you guys, for Somnia and him, so kind of gives you money as you go up. So I need you to roll a performance check to see how well you're able to make a clutter.
Now, I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with that, but that may be just me being cocky. What's 17 plus 9?
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. You don't even have to do math.
26.
26.
So you have all 4 cups, and you have like 2 on each hand. So you're holding them like as you're walking over, and you like turn your foot up, so you kind of like trip over your own foot, and you clutter straight onto the center of the table and just spill. It just fucking goes everywhere, and even like Garen just watches as like this trickle comes towards him. Like the big like swoosh, and you see it just kind of like move backwards as it goes off the table and starts like dripping onto the ground. I need Somnia and Elle to make a dex to make sure you guys don't get spilt on. Unless you want to.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to. Okay, let me move this over so I can roll.
10.
10. Just enough, because you're moving out of the way, man. What'd you get?
Nat 20, baby.
Oh my god. Immediately, you just kind of like... Elle just kind of like moves their body to the side a little bit, just like at the nick of time too, because you're like, you were waiting for it. You're like, oh no, haha, fucker. And Somnia, you kind of like clutter back and you let your chair fall back as you stand up. And Rye, you're just like, oh god, sorry, like, oh god, oh no, like, big, like,
my bad.
And you just see Garen go, I'll go get more drinks, move to the other table. You see him go back, and he kind of motions to her to go and, like, clean up, and you guys are able then to move to the other table without any issue. Actually, Elle, please choose your seat where you would like to be specifically, because this is your mission.
I am going to sit right here
Okay.
so I can overhear what they're saying.
Okay, Garen's gonna go here. Because it's gonna be the easiest place for him to turn around with a sword if needed.
I don't want to start a bar fight
Yeah,
in the tavern.
Hey, he knows that, but that's gonna be the most. He has eyes on the door. Somnia is away from the possible issue, and he can see them clearly. And there's enough range for him to pull out his fucking greatsword if he needs to. So, Garen's set. Alright, I'm gonna have you guys roll for perception, and then also a stealth, because you're trying not to let them know that you're trying to listen in. So
Is that everybody or just her? Sorry, my thing's
everyone
connected
at
out.
the table.
Okay.
Perception
I
is
got-
3.
14 for perception, and then I got 18 for stealth.
Okay.
I have 8 for perception.
Okay.
Damn it.
You're not hearing shit.
Yeah. God damn it. 4 and 7 for stealth.
Yeah, so you can't hear shit. You just look kind of like you're drunk right now. At this point, you're like, huh?
Somnia got 17 for perception and 14 for stealth.
Okay, you can hear plain as day. You're not
Damn
sure
it.
if you're not sure if you're being incognito, but you're pretty sure you can hear everything they're saying. Garen. Yeah, Garen's doing pretty good too. Rye, what was yours again?
14 for perception and 18 for stealth.
Okay, stealth. It's like you're not even there. You're just a ghost.
I'm failing at my own mission. Damn it.
So
It happens.
you do hear Somnia and Rye and Garen all hear the drow who is next to the gentleman go, well, you have the money, right? The other guy goes, of course I have the money. And he kind of like, you see him take out a small little bag and he pushes it towards him. You promise her safe passage, correct? Of course we do. Of course we do. It's not going to be that hard to smuggle a girl into a different location. It's all part of the plan, anyway. And you see, like, the woman in the purple isn't necessarily paying attention to them. She's paying attention to everything else in the area. And you see her kind of scan, but she passes over your group. She looks over to the pink tiefling in the corner, eyes her, looks back to the group and goes, we should, get going, but thank you for your payment, Sir Reese. We will, of course, get in contact with you soon. Do keep up the good work. And you see them just kind of like look at one another and they kind of like smirk and chuckle. And the elf gets up first and kind of eyes everything. But you, Somnia and Rye would see this clearly. But you see as the drow gets up, the gentleman grabs his forearm real quick and goes, I want you to promise me nothing's going to happen to that girl. And they go, of course not, of course not. You paid a good fee. We'll just take her back to where she's supposed to be. Believe me, she'll be safe. Just kind of like lets them go, like roughly. Kind of eyes them closely. And you guys just kind of watch closely, and as they're heading out the door, the drow pauses. I need you guys all to make another perception.
Come on.
16.
Okay.
Ooh. 19 plus 3, 22.
Okay.
I got nat 20.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Plus my perception is 5, so 25.
Okay. You guys watch as the guy turns back and kind of looks back at the guy sitting down. Have to get information up real quick. I apologize. Okay. You see him kind of turn and go, "In honor of the syndicate, we do appreciate the business." You see him turn and walk out the inn, and you guys just watch as the guy just kind of runs his fingers through his hair, lets out like a long, low breath, and you see it kind of like shudder a little bit as he just goes, "God bless the fucking syndicate, my ass." So both of them leave. Elle, please roll a intelligence check.
Alright, let me see. Intelligence. Plus, come on. 16.
That greeting and farewell, specifically bless the syndicate, rings a bell. And it should.
Oh, yes. Here we go.
You're not sure which part it is referring to, but it's definitely part of that other group.
Okay. Okay.
I'm assuming we're just casually
syndicate.
sitting there waiting.
Yeah, you guys are all just kind of like drinking your new mead that Garen brought to the table. Just being quiet. You all are just sitting there like, well, shit. What the fuck is a syndicate?
Well,
let me see something real quick. Rye, please roll intelligence.
oh. Nat 20.
Woo!
Okay.
Yeah, smart boy. That's not even with a modifier. That's just.
That's You're like, hell
It would be a
yeah. Let's see here.
Would you?
It's not one that you're fully aware of, this syndicate.
Okay.
But you have heard murmurs about these people before.
You broke your toy.
It's more so been a rumor that they exist, in your circles,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not completely sure. Syndicate does ring a bell, but there are a few syndicates that you know all across Fay're.
Okay.
Some of them have been known to be trade people. Some of them are in charge of knowledge and that kind of thing. There's some that are contract killers. There's some that basically try to keep peace between different countries. Syndicate is a word that's used in multiple different groups.
Awesome. Love that.
But you know that you've heard something like that before in the groups that you know. You do know that, thinking about it more and more, the group that you often worked with would never affiliate themselves with. And if you even tried, they'd be very upset if you did. But it's not connecting exactly the other word that goes along with that for you.
Okay. Is writing down notes.
Is Soup playing with something?
What was that?
Is the kitty?
Sounds like Soup's playing with like a ball.
Soup is having her. It's time. What is Soup?
What is Soup? Yeah. Elliot!
A little baby boy.
Ah,
Boy. Soup is a boy.
you should get him.
So what would you like
What?
to do now?
Get him up the back.
Are you guys gonna go off to bed, or Elle, are you going to speak to this person? Or are you gonna have Rye wander
Well, now I'm
over?
afraid. I don't. If he's a part of a potentially dangerous group, I don't want him to recognize me.
Fair.
I'll pay for more meat if Rye wants to go over and help me get him drunk.
You gonna do some flirty flirt? Or just be friendly?
See, now I would be better at the flirting thing in character if I wasn't such an anxious mess in real life.
Meh.
Same with the friendship thing. I don't know how to do that either. Have you seen me connect with anyone in this group? No.
Yes.
You don't
Don't
count.
lie, Duck.
You don't count.
I like you.
Mm.
Oh,
I think you're cool.
I was talking about in character.
In character, Ayala.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Okay, so. Elle, what
Oh.
are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I see you going hard up there, Chelsea.
I know.
Tommy's gonna just look at Elle and ask, "Do you know what that means?"
It
I'm not
rings a
asking
bell.
what does it- I'm just asking, do you know what it means?
I'm not sure if I know what it means. It sounds familiar, though.
Okay.
Garen is gonna do an insight check on you, Elle. Please roll what you would like to roll against them.
I don't know.
Deception.
Deception or persuasion if you want to be truthful or to lie. You don't have to tell me which one.
Okay.
Yep, just tell me the number you got.
I got a nat 20.
Okay,
Woo!
yeah. Okay, Garen just kind of sits back and just eyes you and just goes, okay.
I know.
Alright,
And now I roll a nat 20 as well, fuck.
Wow. So what's your
Apparently
plan
I just shouldn't use the online things.
I'm gonna ask Rye to go over, and then once I get him drunk, I'll go over and talk to him. But I don't want to talk to him while he's sober.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you sure?
If you're okay with it.
Are
I
you sure
guess.
you want to speak to him at all?
I have to.
You have to.
Because if he said what if what he said means what I think it might mean, he might have some actually helpful information for me. If that
And
makes
you'll
sense.
expose yourself doing so.
I mean, if he's drunk enough, he might not remember it.
Might.
If he's drunk enough, he also might not have any information to give.
I do still have that detect thought spell I can try to use if we can get him drunk enough to start talking. If that makes sense.
How would I get him to talk about that?
Like I said,
Like what
first you have
Somnia suggested.
You go up, you find something. First, you have to find something that does not apply to the rest of the town. You have to point out that he doesn't blend in. Find something as if it's strange. Perhaps you could even somewhat imply that you recognize it. Maybe you're from the same place if you're up to acting that way.
Oh my god, I have so much acting, you have no idea.
Just be aware, if you do that, you may be questioned about that location.
Yeah, true. Fair enough.
So you either act as if you're someone from this town, which I don't entirely think would be
Do I look like somebody?
logical.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Is everything
Excited.
okay?
That's Garen. I mean, not fuck. That's Raiden.
It's Raiden, yeah!
My god.
Raiden!
You guys don't
And
know
no-
this. Keep going.
No, it is.
So you could either
Hey,
act as if you're a townsperson, but I don't think that would make sense because you're in an inn.
True.
You wouldn't be staying here if you lived here. You could go up and act as if you're from the same town that he's from, see a similarity,
No, I've
but
got no
then you would risk being questioned about that location. Or you could suggest perhaps you have family from where he's from, or friends.
Very good point. Or I could just simply be a traveler looking to talk and form bonds with other travelers.
do
Could.
that. How quiet are you guys being with this conversation?
Quite quiet.
Whispers. We are actually communicating solely through sign language.
Just
Yeah.
Everyone in the inn is just like, I don't recognize that. It doesn't exist here.
okay.
It's up to you. Whatever you think you can do. Whatever's most believable.
Okay. I put my hand out to L to motion for the money for the mead because I ain't paying for that myself.
Oh no, I'm paying for it.
Okay. And you wanted to do the hard stuff, yeah? The rough
Yeah.
and quick? Okay.
Yes.
Alright, so you would be looking at the roll rum, and that was 8 coppers per cup. How many cups you're gonna use to get this guy drunk?
Let's start with 2.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
wait. So I don't have that many copper. I have silver though. So how do I do the math again?
So 10 silver is 1 gold, and so 10 copper is 1 silver. So it's all
Okay.
it's in tens.
I hope you realize that you have to pay for my drink as well, because it'd be weird if I just walked over with a drink for him and was just like, "Hey, buddy, here's a drink. I'm just gonna sit here and watch it."
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so if I do...
Just the first round, or
Let's start with just the first round.
okay? So you're looking at 16. So you're looking at 1 silver and 6 copper.
Okay. First let me do that and add the copper. Okay. And now I remove 1 silver and 6 copper. Oh god, not that. Remove. Okay.
Okay. So, Rye, you get
I'm gonna go.
your stuff and you come over. And you see him, he's just sipping on something. Probably looks like it's about empty by now as you walk over. How would you like to interact with this person?
Oh, this should be fun.
Oh god. I just went to talk and I forgot how. I just got stage fright for my own character. I'm gonna kind of walk over and I guess like set the cup down in front of him, but not put mine down just yet, and go, "You look like a fellow traveler. Figure you could use a drink."
You see him just not say a word, but just take the drink and lift it towards you and nod. Just not, he's studying you. Roll a performance for me.
Hold on, let me get out my calculator real quick. It's 2 double digits.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
28.
Yeah, okay, so they just kind of like look you over and before going, I appreciate it.
Mind if I sit?
Well, your friends miss you.
I wouldn't exactly call them friends. We've just met tonight.
Fair. He motions for you to sit at one of the chairs.
I do. I sit, like, basically at the one where I'm already positioned.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a chair there, or am I tripping?
Nope, there's a chair. You are
Okay,
correct.
I want to sit at that one so that way the group can still hear me.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna have you roll. Okay, his tolerance is pretty high, so you guys start talking back and forth. Roll another, either a persuasion to have him start talking to you more, or deception to have him start talking to you more. He is going to roll insight.
I'm going to roll a persuasion.
Okay.
I'm going to use my calculator a lot today. 27.
Easy enough. So he nods a little bit and he's not really sure what you want to talk about. What topic would you like to try to get him to start talking about?
I guess I'll start with the inn. Or well, him, I guess. And I'll say, I noticed you had friends, but you're alone now. Do you come to this type of town and do business often?
Not often. Just when I need to do errands. Nothing too crazy, but I am currently on a somewhat of a mission based off of the current things. You see him pull back something on his little pack that he has and puts down a paper specifically. I will tell you what that paper says in private chat.
I'm really close to my calculator.
If you find this person, let me know. I've been trying to track them down for quite some time.
Of course, I'd always be down to help a fellow traveler.
Excellent.
Nar just kind of sits there and
Yeah,
looks-
he's just like, what's your story?
I'm just a traveler. I go from town to town looking for things. I'm really just trying to find my purpose. I play music in different taverns, inns, bars, whatever I can find. Try to lift the spirits of the local townsmen.
You see him kind of like raise an eyebrow and he goes, ah, why don't you play something then? Haven't heard music in quite some time.
Yes! What do I want to play? Would you rather hear violin, lute, or drum? Pick your fancy.
Kind of looks and goes, try the lute.
That's not what I have. I have a lyre.
Oh, liar. The lyre. The string
Thank you.
instrument.
You're a liar.
I always get those two confused. Okay, I'll pull out my lyre.
Okay.
and I
Roll
will play.
performance.
Alrighty. More calculator.
So you guys just watch as like this dude's just drinking away, and Rye just like takes out their instrument, and you guys are like, "Oh no!"
That's what
Not
happens when you
that-
send over the bar.
Not that your experience with Rye's music talent has ever been negative. It's actually been very good. Rye's actually a pretty good performer at what they do.
And you just got a 25.
Perfect. Beautiful. Even Garen just kind of, you see him like his head kind of bobbing to the sound. Like even Garen's getting
you're like-
into it.
Dandelion.
Aaron wipes a tear from his eye. Wipes a
Depending
single
on which
tear.
version you're reading.
So-
Going to your witcher.
So you guys are all just kind of start jamming out. You guys are like, okay, yeah. And even the guy's like, alright. He's going to toss you a gold coin, Rye, once you're done with your song, and go.
Sounds like good to your witcher.
He's
No
gonna
value.
he goes, I'm impressed. Haven't heard something that well done in quite some time.
Thank you. I've put a lot of work into my skills.
He goes, it shows. Very nice. He takes another swig. He's almost done with this first cup. Are you going to fill it another time for him?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's a natural one. He starts drinking that second one, and you can already tell he's getting pretty sloshed real quick. He's probably not a big drinker.
Lightweight.
He's a very, very lightweight man. I'll let you know, he only rolled an 8 the first time. Like, it was getting to him already. Like, he
Really light.
apparently doesn't. Well, this is hard liquor. This is like almost Everclear liquor. Like,
What does he
my
look
God.
like?
huh?
What does he look like? I just realized I don't know what he looks like.
Oh, let me
That's
make
D&D,
his
yeah.
little thing bigger so you can see it.
Not D&D.
Oh,
Sorry.
he's very handsome.
He's a handsome sir.
He
He has a scar.
grumpy, sir.
He's a little bit grumpy, square jawline, beard. He's pretty old.
Dolph.
See what
So,
you said? I'm pretty sure. Did you just say what I thought you said?
What do you think I said?
I don't know. What did you say?
If you didn't hear it the first time, you don't get to know.
Okay, then I definitely heard what I thought you said. It's fine. It's being recorded. Everyone will hear it later.
it's true.
I'm
So you see him. He's getting pretty there. You're pretty sure like a couple more sips of that drink and Elle will be able to basically get any information they want from this person.
I want to make it very clear. Rye has been drinking, but not along with him. He's been like mostly talking with his cup in front of him.
Yeah. I assumed you're not trying to get sloshed either.
I mean, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Takes a while, and you see him just kind of like mumbling. Goes, I hope she's okay. She's gonna be fine. She'll be fine.
Do you mind if I ask who you're talking about?
My daughter. Thea. Good girl, she is. Very good girl. But I don't want her to have the life that I have. And if she gets caught for what she does, she's gonna die. She'll be gone, so I need to get her far, far away. Someplace safe. Someplace very safe. You see him just kind of like... He's mumbling now a little bit more, and he's like, oh, my daughter, she's so pretty. Like, just talking about his daughter. From what you can tell from the way he's talking about her, she's probably very young. Maybe like early teens, if anything, 12, 13, you're not quite sure. But you hear him just kind of be like, oh, her mother was so fantastic and so great, but then she unfortunately died during childbirth, and like he starts talking about his life story. And that how he met his wife, and he was with a group that he didn't really need to be with because they were really dangerous, and the only way for him to escape this group was if he did one final quest with them, and if he didn't do their quest, they were gonna end up killing his pregnant wife at the time, so he had to sacrifice a way to he had to basically do this horrible thing with what he called the syndicate bastards to even get out of the syndicate, but now he's back in the syndicate, much to his disgrace and anger, because now they know about his daughter, and that his daughter can see the future, and that she's really, really cool, and that he's very proud of her, but she's in danger being in this location. And like, it's like you see like there's a lot of things like firing. It's very much a drunken, like, he's getting things mixed up and like not in correct order because he's getting so drunk.
I'm going to kind of not grab his cup, but just slowly take it away from him.
Okay. Let's see.
As gentle as I can. Like,
that's a 3. He does not notice shit.
Good for him.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, he's just been talking about, he's like, I had to do something very, very horrible. I had to do something really bad. I miss my wife. I miss my kid. I haven't been able to see my kid in a couple years either. Like, he's just going on and on and on and on and on and on and on.
Raya's gonna like put his hand on his shoulder and just like kind of like give him that like squeeze and like rub his thumb on him and go like, what did you do that could be so bad?
You see him just kind of shake his head, and just kind of like look away, and he goes, ugh. I got paid to do it. I feel bad. I really
We all do
feel
things
bad.
for a job. It surely could not be that bad. You're probably just overthinking it.
You see him like kind of scratch his neck a little bit, and like he kind of like moves his shirt a little bit, and you see large scars across this man's chest. Like, he's been through some shit. And you see him just kind of go, no, it's better you don't know. Someone so kind, and someone like you doesn't have to deal with my problems. Like, I did this to myself. Don't worry about it. What's your name again?
The name's Johan. Nice to meet you.
Johan, I am Sir Reeves. It's really nice to know you. You can call me Reese. It's my nickname.
I'm aggressively trying to write this down. Reese,
He kind of like slams down that poster he had before and goes, I need to find this girl, because if I can find her, I can get enough money and I can travel and be with my baby girl again.
Oh. I assure you, anything you could have done would have been minor. To the stories I've heard. I literally am a traveling therapist.
He kind of like slaps his hand on your shoulder and goes, You're really nice. Thank you. I've been needing to talk to someone for so long.
Oh my
And
god.
he goes, It's been a long time since someone's been really kind. You know, you're super nice. And you see him kind of get up and he goes, I have to go piss. And you see him like kind of like meander his way out the door. And like drunkenly go out the door and like seems to be going to the local area to relieve himself at the moment.
Right?
Oh my
Turn and look at the group and be like, how many times I gotta ask before I get an answer?
What are you going to do? No. Sorry.
Your doggy-o?
Yes.
Yes. Alright, so Rise turned to the group and Garen's like, I don't know. Seems he feels guilty for what he's done, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Kaylee, are you reacting in character, or is this Kaylee reacting?
Oh, this is kind of a mix of both.
Okay, because if that's the case, can I roll for perception to see if I notice how Elle is reacting to all of this?
Technically, that would be insight, so roll for insight.
Okay.
To see how someone in particular is doing is insight.
Okay. Good to know. I gotta start doing that way more often. It's still the same. I have the same stats, so it's gonna be a 19.
Alright, Elle, are you trying to keep your feelings to your chest? Or are you freeballing it?
I mean, if I want their help, I've got no reason to lie, and he's not in the room anymore, so he's not going to overhear me if I start talking to them.
Alright, so how is Elle reacting right now?
Processing information. And somewhat conflicted now that I know he has a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
But I do believe he is the man I've been looking for.
Why I was suggesting what I was suggesting.
While they're talking, Rye is going to pick up the poster, fold it up, and put it in his pocket.
Okay, you now have said poster.
So you recognize the name.
Yes.
I'm assuming not in a good way.
No. I do believe he is a member of... What is it? What's it called? Penumbra?
Mm-hmm. The Penumbra
Yes, he's a part of the
Syndicate.
Penumbra Syndicate.
His name, Reese.
Yes.
Right, what was the name? I'm
So
writing it.
Sorry, you were really quiet. What was that?
What was the name?
Of the Syndicate or the man's name?
The man's name.
Marshall Reeves.
Mr. Reeves.
Yep. He said Reese is his nickname.
Nickname, yeah. And then what's the name of the syndicate?
The
Penumbra.
Penumbra Syndicate.
Penumbra Syndicate.
Why don't you know that?
Why? How do you know that? That syndicate, that name? Is it what you were thinking?
I was part of a group called the Black Banner. I've since escaped them. He was involved.
Okay. I'm not gonna push for anything. I just want to know. I guess I'm trying to also figure out how this could affect all of us.
Duck roll intelligence.
I literally just messaged you
Okay.
back.
Okay, sorry.
Great.
Do you think it's possible with his guilt? I mean, it doesn't sound like he wants to be what he is. Do you think it's possible to convince him to leave, or I don't know.
See, this is why I wanted information beforehand. Okay, so now that they're gone, I'm gonna ask everyone else to fill me in on what I missed, so I can ask the next question, and it will make sense, like, with continuity. Is that cool?
About what you missed?
Yeah, because when I first sat down, I missed, like, what the two people were talking about. But now that they're gone, we can talk
Okay.
about them.
There was a girl, mention of a girl. They were asking, well, needing reassurance that this girl would be safe and that she would be okay.
Do you think it's the daughter he mentioned?
Could be.
Definitely.
With that sort of concern, I would say yes. It's difficult
Then
to
if-
know, though. They just use the word she.
Well, maybe if he leaves the syndicate.
His daughter would be in danger.
But if they smuggle her out, maybe he
If.
can leave and she won't be in danger anymore.
I'll roll an intelligence check.
It's a very large.
Ooh, 19 plus 1. Dirty 20.
You would know if you leave, you die. They
Dang
will
it.
hunt you down, and they will kill you. This is a life contract if you get involved with them. So for him to say, like, try to leave, you know that he's probably in danger too. Which is probably why he's utilizing the Black Banner still, and trying still to keep affiliations. Somnia, roll intelligence.
Um, 15. Okay.
How's everyone feeling?
So what do you propose we do then?
Well, now kill him.
where do we go from here? Of course not kill him.
Unless
He
he's
doesn't want to.
faking it.
I don't think he was faking it, frankly.
Do you think there's any sort of way without being too suspicious to get whatever sort of information you need out of him? If you let him know, perhaps, that we could potentially be an ally. And in the
But
end,
if he's still working for the syndicate, he might try to
I
kill
know.
me.
He might. It's true. I'm just giving you options. I don't know what you're trying... Well, I sort of know what you're trying to do, but... I'm trying to give the best suggestion here.
Chelsea. I've just been watching Reese out his little icon out in the yard.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
just been
so am I.
roaming around.
I'm just watching him pace.
He's just out there having a time.
Well, I mean, he and Raiden had a nice conversation, and it was nice. And then they left.
Oh, Raiden having a combo with a drunk man. Oh.
Alright, do you guys want to go back to sleep? Do you guys want to call it good for the night, or do you want to continue trying to speak to this person?
I think we got what we can. If we question further, it may end up looking actually suspicious.
Very true, and I don't know if I want him to see me yet. Or, like, recognize me yet.
Well, he's back.
Yep, you guys see him kind of wander through the door again and, like, lean. Kind of look around and go... Ugh, and you see him immediately turn around again and just, like, go outside, and you start hearing the...
Ugh. Well, I guess it worked.
I'm gonna try
think
one
you got
last time to
everything
see if I can get it out of him. So I'm gonna go outside and like.
Okay, so you're gonna
Talk
go
to him.
outside. So you go outside, and you see him, like, clutching the wall and, like... He's not doing okay. I rolled another natural one.
Oh god, poor dude. Right up and just like kind of like gently pat him on the back, like maybe rub around his spine a little bit. Be like, "Buddy, are you okay? You want a glass of water?"
Pull his hair back.
Yeah, pull his hair back.
I think I'm fine. You see, he kind of like turns towards you and is like, "Thank you. I think I need to call it a night." Did I have corn? Fuck.
Ew.
All right, buddy. And he kind of like makes a mental note of, I'm not getting anything else out of this guy other than vomit.
Yep, he's trashed.
All right, let's
So
get
he's-
you to your room.
Oh, no. I'm up. Mayor's by. And you see him, like, stagger forward. And he's gonna slowly disappear around the corner. You don't know where he's headed, but man, he's gonna wake up somewhere.
Good for him. I'm
Alright, so you're
Everyone
able
sees
to
the
go...
girls not that
So you're able to go back to the group. You see a gentleman leave, and then another gentleman leave afterwards, and they disappear for the night as well. It's pretty late now, I'd say. It's pretty late. So are you guys gonna bunk up for the night?
Yep.
Go
Think
asleep?
so.
Alright, so you
Yes,
guys are
but
able
first
to...
I will sincerely thank Rai for helping me get the information I need. Sincerely, thank you.
You're welcome. It's always fun to put on a performance. Plus, I'm nosy as hell, so.
Did you get what you wanted?
For now, I have the information I need to work with.
Okay.
All right. How much is in one of the rooms?
You guys have already basically paid for that when you guys came in. That was 5
Oh,
copper.
cool.
Yeah. So you guys are all able to go to your rooms. Please choose the remaining rooms.
Are you going
Oh.
outdoors?
We'll put you here, Rye. Somnia, you're gonna go there. That means
Yep.
Garen's here.
Okay.
There we go. Garen's gonna sleep here.
Loki, go away.
He doesn't have
Go play with
I was gonna say, he doesn't have to hang out in the hallway. He could come in.
Oh, yeah, no. He'd be out there
Sleep on
for
the
a little
floor.
bit, waiting for you to get settled before going in. Alright, so, good night. And good morning! Actually, not
Good
just
morning.
yet. I need everyone to roll a d20 for me.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
Oh. That would be
That's
a 3.
Oh, that'd be 2! Hey!
Iola got a 19.
Okay. Rye, what did you get?
13.
13. Comet, what'd you get?
11.
11. Let's see what Alana gets. A 9. Somnia and Elle. Oof, rough night. Tossing and turning, thinking about stuff.
Well, I mean, it makes sense considering what I just overheard.
However, Elle, as you slowly fall asleep, you let out a small breath and it shakes a little bit and you start to feel yourself drifting and you pause and you're uncertain. You slowly start to fade and drift. And as I get prepped for your dreams, you guys get to have a 15-minute
oh,
break.
no.
Oh.
Dreams! More dreams!
Uh-oh.
Alright, well, if we're taking a break, I have to pick up the mess you made. Yeah, I'm looking
15
at
minutes, you said?
15 minutes.
15, so 10:30 my time. Cool.
Okay. See you. Jeez.
Oh my gosh. Going to record. Thank you, recording. You can go away now. Elle, you are going to be my first victim. I'm going to have everyone put themselves on mute so that Elle is the only one that can hear things. Elle, you drift
Yes.
into a very, very dark, desolate-looking forest. You pause and look around, and this is a familiar location. This is close by where you once lived. This is close by to what you thought was going to be forever until you were taken someplace else. And you rush forward. You feel your feet hitting the ground. But then you start smelling something in the distance. Start smelling smoke. And you step back a little bit. You look around and you start hearing screams of people just yelling, "Run! Run! Help! Run! And you can't help but feel that your feet are pulling you forward. as you look before you, seeing just a cascade of flames, the heat glaring and almost unbearable for you as you look forward and watch people running from their homes, some being caught in their homes, and you see them through the windows trying to slam through the doors. You see timbers blocking pathways, blocking families from being able to get out of this flame, this inferno of people just yelling and screaming. You look around, and all you see is just the flames and the smoke, and it's almost choking you. And you pause, and you look to your right, and you see a small boy behind a tree. Little gnome boy, shaking, staring, not at the flames. He's looking to your far, far left, and you follow his eyesight, and you see a small group of people watching, unmoving, hearing the screams, people yelling. You see one individual move as someone who is scarred and burned, crawling towards them, their hands reaching out. As they just tilt their heads slowly, looking at the other, lean down as if to help this person before they snap their neck and let them fall to the ground. You see them lean back, wipe their hands onto their clothing as if it was disgusting for them to even touch such a person. Disgusting, you hear them say. Well, at least we'll get what we want. You hear them all kind of talk to one another, and you wince back, but you look at your hands and you're almost see-through. You're not there, but you are there. You look back to the boy who's watching. Dirty blonde hair, dark eyes, gnome. But he's staring at these people. You know that look. He's studying them. Every single one of them being burned into this boy's brain. He knows every single face. You turn and look back at these people. Their faces covered from your vision. You can't tell who is who. However, you do notice one figure walk forward, put out his arms. So a deal's a deal. Right? You see them all, like, hush-toned, talking to one another. Yes, whatever. You've done what you needed. You see them throw a bag to this person's foot as he quickly takes up the gemstones that seem to almost fall out of it and stuff it back inside, quickly putting it onto their belt. We'll call for you again if you need more money, and we're sure you will. You see this person look around, familiar face, and then they bolt into the woods, leaving the screaming families behind. You see one individual step forward, do a small prayer before start grinning. Bless be to Macaulay. Bless be the god of storm. May their sacrifices suffice his hunger and our wallets. And the group of men and women off to the side start laughing. but you can still hear the screams. You watch as you look back into the flame, a shadow of some kind of figure behind it. It's there just for a moment, staring intently at this group, before you see it just slowly burn away, the flesh being burned off into char before this person collapses onto the ground. You step back, looking at your hands, still see-through. You're not there, but you are. But then you see a figure. This figure smirks a little bit and moves towards where you are. Well, well, well. Look what we have here. Another little rat. Have fun. Now, what should I do with someone like you creeping around? Oh. Will be a little bit fun. Dagon will really like you. Either that, or maybe Afreet. Afreet will really like you. I'm sure of it. Do, of course, darling, feel that rage that puts inside you. That revenge you want so much. We'll enjoy it from afar. You watch as this figure, woman, long legs, long hair, heels, clicking the ground. And as you look up, all you see are two eyes, one gold, one red, staring at you, a large smirk falling across their lips. What's your name, by the way? You may answer her.
I'm not sure I want to give her my name. I choose to say nothing.
That's fine with me. I'll find it out anyway. You see her put out a hand and kind of glide it across your chin, and you can't move. It's sharp, scanning your jawline. Now, how did it go? Rest your head, sweet star of mine. Stay safe, stay warm from the seeing-eyed. Odd-eyed that haunt, odd-eyed that hunger. Sleep well, sleep tight tonight. Sweet star of mine, beware the odd eye. At this, she takes her finger and jams it into your right eye, and you feel absolute pain rushing through your body. And at this, you wake up. You receive 13 points of damage, as when you set up, you actually do feel blood coming down from your right eye socket.
Oh God. Okay, well, let me... 13... Oh, dear God. Oh, I can hear music now.
I don't know
there it
why,
went.
but okay.
It's cutting in and out. It's cutting in and out. I don't know why.
I don't know why either, but it's there somehow.
Well, do I have any, like, health potions or a healing spell?
Are
I
you
don't
just
think I do.
are you gonna look at yourself in the mirror or not?
I don't know what you just said, Chelsea.
Oh. What happened?
Ugh.
No!
Yeah, I can't hear you. Nope.
Oh,
you're mute.
no.
You're mute,
I can't hear
Chelsea.
you.
Can you hear me now?
Okay,
Yeah.
now I
Okay.
can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, are you going to check yourself in the mirror?
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
As
Mute
you
myself.
look yourself in the mirror, you notice a mark under your right eye. A triangle directly under the eye.
Oh.
You move the
okay.
blood away and it's still there, and the more you're looking at it, the more you're like, it's not going anywhere.
Uh-oh. Well, I don't have any... Okay, why is my thing not...
If you go to sleep, you should be okay when you wake up.
I don't know if you can see that, but the one that
Kind
is
of.
darkened is the one that you have under your eye.
Okay.
All right. Somnia! Your turn.
Wait, let me mute myself.
Yep. All right. So, let me change my soundboard back to what it was. Somnia. As you slowly fade into the night, you're met with a sea of stars above your head. You're in a beautiful white long dress. Below you is what looks to be just ocean, and you look like you're almost standing on the ocean itself. And you look back up to the stars and you stare at it and you look around before looking back down at the ocean waves that seem to be moving beneath you. And you see something shift.
Well, what do we have here?
You watch as this strange creature seems to be moving under the water beneath you. But then you see something white only for a moment. And you see a familiar mask turn up and look at you. You watch as a very long-looking snake-like body, ridges of spikes down its spine, moves up that mask over the front of it.
Hello, pretty one. Which one shall we decide? Which one will you be? Which pawn will you be for us?
You blink only for a moment, and you're back. Something's happening. Familiar temple, body strewn about, that tall, masked figure in front of you, their glaive over their shoulder. They lean forward, and you're unable to move once again.
Odd-eyed that haunt, odd-eyed that hunger. Sleep well, sleep tight. Tonight. What a silly child's tale. Beware the odd-eyed.
You watch as he lifts his mask slowly. Garen's face behind it, but you know it's not Garen. One of his eyes gold, another green. You see him slowly smirk, tilt his head.
Well, which one for you? That is a question. Greymore already has his eye set on another. But you could fit Greymore. What about Shiva? No, Shiva's looking at someone else. What do we do with you?
You see him take his glaive and point it at you. You feel hands crawling up your sides, stark white and stark black as they cling onto you, their nails digging into your body, and you can feel yourself being punctured with these nails that are as sharp as knives as they cut and pull into your skin, making you scream and shout and shiver through every single moment before he points his glaive closer and closer and closer, the blade right over your right eye.
Well. Maybe it will make you one of ours.
As you feel the tip of the blade sink closer and closer into your eye, blood dripping down, the pain unbearable yet again as you cry out, but you can't move. You wake up and you still feel the pain surging through your body. You can't move in your bed. You can't move, but you're awake, but the pain is still happening. You can still feel the blade going through your eye. And then you feel it fall away. You still can't move, but you do see Garen get up, panic in his face, as he's shaking you, trying to pat your face, rubbing the blood from your eye, before pausing, looking at you, staring at you. Absolute panic. Fear running through his face. You only hear him utter 2 words before you pass out once more. Not her. Takes a while. And then you wake up normally. You receive 14 points of damage. Everyone else can unmute themselves.
No!
Somnia, in the morning, you also find that you have a new little mark under your right eye. Little triangle. Your mark is this one. So it's on the outer corner of your eye, on the lower half.
Cute, you guys have matching tattoos.
At this point, yes.
Ooh.
Well.
Okay, but I have a question though. Since it's the morning, technically we slept.
Yeah.
So our
Your damage
point
is
good
for
again?
this morning.
this morning.
This morning.
Fuck.
Damn it.
Okay.
Does someone have a healing spell? Cause I am gonna.
Yes,
I am
I
fucked.
do.
I am very
You're
fucked.
not fucked. You're not fucked. 13 points of damage can't be that bad.
You guys
I only
are,
have 22.
I was like, you guys are lower levels. You have to remember that.
Yeah, I only have 9 hit
You
points
only
left.
have 22?
Yeah.
I
Only have
30.
22 health points.
You have to remember spellcasters are squishy.
I am soft.
Yeah, because you're a cleric. Clerics can use weapons fairly well.
I'm a sorcerer.
Spellcasters, wizards, sorcerers, warlocks are normally on the very squishy side.
Iola
Rangers are
has
squishy. Okay.
Warlock?
Well,
Iola has 38 though too, like
I-
Somnia.
Warlocks are not squishy at all.
Really? Because the ones that I always made were squishy as fuck.
Iola has 38 too.
I don't understand, but okay.
The level 8
I made her
Warlock
I made her
are
con really
literally
high, so
Ah, okay.
relatively high.
Hang on, I
Like,
need
not-
to get my music
It was
back.
not I used intelligence as my jump stat, not con.
see, I rolled for everything, so my con is not the best.
Jeez.
I do have a
See,
healing
it's really funny
spell, by the way.
because Somnia has pretty, like, even stats except for 0 strength. She's not strong, which means if she punches somebody, she can only deal 1 damage.
Oh, jeez.
So, you know. Okay, well.
Good. Be happy you guys didn't roll less than 10.
Fuck, we're fucking next, aren't we?
Yep.
We are.
I see that smile. No.
We're
Wait,
all gonna get the cool
But
light
you've
test
avoided
eventually.
drinks twice now.
I know.
Iola has lucked out.
Ayala really has lucked out, and I've been very surprised, to be honest. All right. So,
She's-
good morning.
Been fucking waiting.
Oh, believe me, I've been waiting.
Oh god.
Emmett hasn't ever had any dreams either.
Oh,
Rye has won.
waiting for that shit.
Guys, don't. Chelsea has it planned for all of you, don't worry.
Wow, I don't doubt it.
I intentionally roll with my bad D20 for the dreams because I want to know more about the story. I happen to roll good with my bad D20.
So in the morning, you guys are able to go. Comet! Fun stuff. You get woken up by Alana sitting up and gasping. She is shaking and gasping.
Uh-oh.
And you see she does not have any injury or anything on her face or anything, but you do see that her right eye is glazed over. And after a moment of her blinking and like trying to get out of it, it fades back to her normal color. You see her like kind of tugging on you a little bit. And she keeps going like this over her right eye. And then checking your face multiple times. She's like very shaky voice. Before like trying to get up and looking around frantically.
I'm gonna get up and like kind of like rest my arm on her shoulder and be like, "It's okay, we're safe."
She's like kind of like shaky and looking around. Looks at your face again and like touches like under your eye. She's freaked out. Are you guys all heading to go get breakfast in the morning?
Yeah.
Brekkie time.
Mm-hmm.
Before I go downstairs,
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to Garen.
Okay, Garen, when you woke up again, the blood has been taken away. He's taken care of the issue in the morning after you passed out again. But for a moment, you were literally in sleep paralysis and you could see everything, but you could not, quote unquote, wake up.
Okay.
So you guys can move your people where you would like to move your people.
No, I can't.
Where would you like
Iola's
to move?
going to. Iola's gonna turn her ring onto elf form and then head down to Brekkie.
Brekkie fast.
Yeah.
Karkir is gonna go.
So I'm gonna stumble out of my room and
Cool.
stand here.
Okay. I need everyone else to roll perception to see how well you guys notice if your people have new tattoos.
Oh, 3 for me, baby.
Oh yeah, Iola, you're tired. You're like, woof, let's have some breakfast.
I got a 10.
Don't notice anything. You're preoccupied in your mind.
Yeah, 20.
Which, I mean, makes sense.
Yeah.
At a 17.
Okay, so...
I got a dirty 20.
Okay, I was like, a dirty 7 does nothing.
37?
37, yeah, no. Dirty 20.
Okay, so Rye, Somnia, and Comet. You guys notice that Somnia and Elle both have new markings under their eyes. Little tiny triangles.
Does Alana?
Alana does not. But her eye had gone cloudy, and it was only her right eye that had gone cloudy when she woke up, but then it faded away.
Rye, like, looks at the two of them and just kind of, like, points to the underside of his right eye and just, like, shrugs.
I'm gonna set some
Somnia
other
shrugs back.
people.
I don't even know what to say. I just...
I don't know.
I don't know what happened. But I'm fucked. like seriously, I'm like below half health.
Somnia's gonna look at Elle and be like, "Was yours a dream?"
You had one too?
Yeah.
You guys notice that Alana's going, me too. Me too.
So there's something about an eye, yes.
Wait, did Alana say that?
She did not speak, but she's motioning towards it. So she's pointing to herself, pointing to the eye, and going me, and then doing like 2 fingers. Me too, I.
So Samya will look at Alana and say, "Are you okay?"
Yes. Are you?
They didn't hurt you.
No. And then she motions to her eyes. Saw you. Saw you.
It was strange. I don't know what it was. I don't know what happened.
And at this, Alana points to both of you you guys, I'm gonna have you guys look at my camera so you can see what I'm about to do.
I was looking at my notes.
I'll
So
try to catch it. So it keeps lagging a little bit, so I'll try to catch it.
Tasha, you've seen me do this multiple times. So she goes
I
like,
have not.
she's this, and then this. She does that motion about 3 times. Focusing on the right eye.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do.
I'm gonna have everyone roll, because I'm assuming everyone has now realized that there's a conversation. I'm gonna have everyone roll a perception, and then an intelligence, and then please put it in chat so I can see.
Alright.
Oh my god, look at all these fucking emojis.
Perception and intelligence?
Perception and then intelligence.
Okay.
Damn, Iola. Sonia.
Okay, let's hope that's enough. Stop it.
So much Fay're L going on. Perfect. Doc, nice.
I be perceiving.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. I should I have to do math. Perception. Okay, so that's 17. I almost forgot to math, guys. I'm so smart.
That's the mood, though.
Elliot, not too bad.
Genius of the year.
And intelligence. This one. That's weird.
Okay.
is-
So perception-wise, Somnia. I forgot to do Garen's. Garen actually perceived. I'm very impressed.
Yay!
God.
So
Yay!
Garen,
Boy.
Somnia,
Boy, go.
Duck, and Elle. You guys all notice someone. There's a figure at the door for a moment. You see that they kind of eye you, and then they leave.
Uh-oh.
Intelligence, based on what she just did. Let's see. Only Elle would know. Nope, Elle and Rye would know this.
Ooh.
That
They're
is
very
a
smart, right?
that is a very, very, very old symbol that was used in children's games long time ago, but is no longer allowed. But it was a symbol of who would be it, or someone who would be a devil in a game. thinking about back in the day, like from what you guys have like read or what you guys have experienced, that was often used in a game of angels and saints, which would be basically the good guys and the bad guys. You would need 7 and 7. I know, Tasha, don't. So there would be 7 angels that could go after 7 demons, and then there was 7 saints that it was kind of like a capture the flag, but whoever could steal how many saints there were. And so this was a sign of if you were a demon during that game. And it would be a game that would be played all over town, so kids would like hide in different areas of town. And if you were an angel, you could protect a saint. But if you were a devil, you're supposed to steal that saint away so you could hurt them, quote unquote. But it was more of like capture the flag. Whoever got all of the saints would win.
Cool.
Oh, Kai. I wish Kai could be here, guys. Ugh. But it was like a weird capture the flag thing that was a very old game. So this one was for devils.
Well, I guess since no one else knows this besides me and Rai, I tell everybody.
Yeah, you're like, do you guys remember this old game? I don't know if you grew up with it or not, but...
Wait, how old exactly is the game? Do you know, like, a rough estimate?
So you know how, like, Ring Around the Rosie for us is, like, fairly fucking old? Because it was, like, during the plague?
Mm-hmm.
Think, like, how that would be as old for you guys.
Okay.
It's an old thing.
So, a couple 100 years old?
Couple 100 years old.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Couple 100 human years old.
Yeah.
Yes.
Couple 100 humans.
Yes.
Yeah. In this day and age, it'd probably be about... Let me look at my timeline. I'm so sorry. It would be...
Big timeline.
I have a lot of timeline. So much
Oh
time.
my god.
I have a lot of timeline. Because you guys right now, the year is... 3,459. So this is the year for you guys.
Damn.
This was created, from what you guys can recall, was during a time known as the Iron Plague, which started then.
Wow.
Dang.
So it's an old game. Very old game.
Mean for us.
So that is when the game was made. Let me put this down.
459. Okay, then.
You could make an entire wiki
Notes.
page with just that timeline.
I could. You
I
should-
think that would be very helpful.
Oh, I have something else for that. It's fine.
Uh-oh. Ha!
But yeah. Gonna have you guys all roll intelligence if you guys want to know what the Iron Plague was about.
Oh, yeah, I want to know what
Yes.
that's about. Okay.
No!
17.
17.
Ew.
Intelligence. Aw, I got an
19.
8.
Add the right.
Okay, I got
Yeah,
a 2.
No one got higher than a 20.
No.
Okay. Unfortunately, you guys are like, nope. But you guys do know
Dang.
something called the Iron Plague.
Is there a library here?
There's a small archives if you guys wanted to go to the archives. Which you guys could do if you
Garen,
wanted to.
know anything about it? Garen's older than us. We're all young.
How old is Garen?
Please hold. That's a natural 20. The Iron Plague. That's when I was born.
The fuck? I wish my camera was on.
The Iron Plague. Now I need to get my notes back out. Because I didn't think that he would roll that high.
My boy, look at that.
Yeah.
Omni is proud.
That means you guys would also register because math. Garen is 579 years old.
Heh.
Still.
Wow.
Stop saying that!
How old is? Hold on. How old is? This is important.
What?
Huh?
How old is he? This is important.
He is
500 something?
579.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm gonna start calling this motherfucker grandpa.
The Iron Plague was a 90-year war between the original kingdoms that were of Fay're. They were... You had multiples different kingdoms before our kingdoms were created. You have Eramon, Elsin, Loken, Taros, Varuna, and Xion were the original kingdoms before they were, well, forced into a war which killed thousands. You all would know that, Phelan is actually a mixture of what Eramon used to be and what Taros used to be. Elsin rebuilt itself into Theron. Jean, well, what they had left became the Badlands. Loken rebuilt itself into Paedonia. And Varuna, well, became wintry. But that was after almost a long civil war between their country. I fought in that war long time ago.
So, what sort of importance would that have to this?
That game from what I can recall, was just created to distract children from what was actually happening. Aren't games normally that way?
I suppose so.
Wow.
But I guess I don't understand.
I'm not quite sure myself. I've never actually played it. That's all you're gonna get from Garen. That's all he can recall.
Well, in your dream, were they speaking about selections? Being chosen for something?
I heard the lullaby that my mother used to sing to me about the seeing-eyed. And it had a gold eye and a
Red eye for
a red eye?
Mm-hmm.
The red eye?
Mm-hmm.
The creature that was speaking? Which eye was which? Does that matter?
So, the right eye is always the odd color. So, yours would be the red eye.
Okay.
For Somnia, it was gold, and then it was a green eye.
Green.
Yeah. Which makes sense because of the mask.
I just looked.
So it would be the opposite to show that eye off more. Do you remember what they were saying?
There was something about names being said, and it was almost as if they were talking about who I would do well for.
Alright, so if you guys want to, it is up to you. You guys can try and see if there's information, what you guys just went through at the archives that is in this location. Or you guys can start packing up to go to Lau, which is the capital, which of course will have a very large archives.
I think it'd be smarter to go to the place with the bigger archives.
Same.
You're probably not going to find much here.
Or would we? Sometimes, I mean, of course, I don't know for sure, but sometimes...
I mean, we could always check here first.
Right, and if things are trying to be hidden, I would think it would be more logical to hide it somewhere small, like here, than to go to a larger location. But I don't know how much information is trying to be hidden.
I mean, we might as well look while we're here, and if we don't find it, then we can go.
That sounds fair.
Yeah.
This is something that doesn't exactly have a time limit on it, so that's sort of what I was going to suggest too, was check here since we are here. See if we can find anything. Perhaps they did hide something here because it is smaller, less known, less of a first thought when it comes to looking for things.
It won't hurt.
Huh, I wonder. Perhaps Princess Ophelia might be able to help. I mean, she is royalty after all. In exchange for our assistance, she might be able to help us get access to something we could find more about.
If you have access to a royal, they would have access to royal archives.
Mm.
Maybe that's why bath salts wanted access to the royal archives.
Who?
You would know that was actually that bad guy, not bath salts.
Oh, maybe that bad guy, the one we didn't like.
Yeah, Black.
Black. Yeah.
Salts.
Am I missing something?
Jesper Black.
Oh,
Who is this?
bath salts. It's one of the many nicknames we have for Balthazar, because his name is such good. It's such good roast material. You know, there's so many things you can do with it.
Somnia has no idea who Balthazar is.
Right, is not.
She doesn't know who Ophelia is. She doesn't know who Balthazar is.
Take it, she's not from Fay're.
Well, she wasn't with you guys when you guys ran into him. She
Yeah.
joined after.
Yeah, she hasn't met all you. She doesn't even know who Zara is or Raiden.
Nope. Same thing with Elle. We have no idea.
Not a clue. And Rye.
Okay.
Name dropping, and we're like, okay.
You're like, you know royalty? Shit! Okay!
Okay, back in character.
So, I suppose, my question is, these royal archives, why would someone want access to those? You said that could be the potential of why someone would want to have access to it.
Well, you see, when we were in Phelan, Comet, Karakir, and I, the royal family was looking for assistance in bringing in the pipers, and there was a man who volunteered to get information in exchange for having access to the royal archives, and the king agreed. But Princess Ophelia, or Opheliana, as I suppose her true formal name is, she asked Comet and Blue and I to investigate Pipers. So, we do know Ophelia, and we can potentially get her assistance.
Do you think she would let us in?
Well, it's worth a try, isn't it? She is quite friendly.
I don't see a harm in it. However, do you know how to contact her?
Well, we have to go see the king anyway, right? To update him on what we learned with the Pipers?
Yeah, plus you guys had that letter that Blue has that's directed to the king. That Blue gave you guys.
So we have reason to go see the royal family.
So is that where we're heading then? Instead of going...
It's up to you guys. Do you guys just want to check out
The
their
Royal
archives
Archive.
here, or do you guys want to go to the royal archives?
I mean, no reason we can't do both, right? As long as we're here.
If it's small, we may as well check here. I mean, I don't know how much we would find. Royal Archives, I would assume, would tend to have more information.
It doesn't hurt to check here first, I suppose.
We haven't exactly caused any sort of ruckus here, so I don't see why we couldn't. It's not as if, you know, we're in trouble. We have no reason to run.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah.
So we check here and then head to the king, then.
Yeah. Yes, right. That probably makes sense, right?
Yeah, before we go anywhere, I do have something very important that I found out last night that I think we should all be aware of.
Please share.
So, Reese, the guy we talked to, had this wanted poster, and on it,
Oh no.
and Rye pulls it out of his pocket and puts it down on the table, and
Okay,
it shows. Do you want to tell him?
I can tell them. What you guys see is a wanted poster for Thana Rudenberg with a lovely illustration of Iola. There is a very large reward on this poster, and on it is basically saying, looking for my runaway bride, and that it is from Baron Balthazar Latvian.
Are you his bride?
You doing all right, Iola?
Iola, of course, is in elf mode right now, so it's not regular Iola.
I prayed a
And
silence. She did that.
Yeah.
Iola. No. Anna. Looks up at you all. And bolts out the door.
Wow. Okay.
I run after her.
I'm right there.
grab-
I'm after.
I grab Alana and we just start booking it.
All right. So I need. Are you guys trying to catch Iola?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Iola, I need you to make an
Wants to
athletics.
send Garen after her.
I mean, Garen rolled an
Somnia's
18.
gonna send Garen.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Somnia's gonna send Garen.
You don't.
She's gonna say, "Don't hurt her. Just stop her."
Okay. Athletics check. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Fuck.
Good fucking luck.
3. No.
Meanwhile, Elle
4.
and Somnia are just staying at the table, like,
Just
"Oh,
like, how are you?
that mark on your eye.
New tattoo?
Let's have a conversation.
Magic tattoos."
So Garen rolled an 18 plus his 7 for his athletics to catch up to you. Comet and Rye, what'd you guys roll?
19.
Wow. Is that your final? With
Yeah.
your mod? Okay. And Comet,
18.
with your modifier?
Yep.
Okay. So you guys get your head starts, and you guys are, like, going after. You guys basically catch up to Iola, Thana. And then Garen comes out of fucking nowhere and just puts his arms around her and just lifts her up.
Aw.
What do we keep around for?
And just kind of turns around and starts just marching her in his arms back. Oh, stop it.
She's shrieking and kicking like crazy.
Okay, if she's gonna be doing that, I need you to make a strength against Garen.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
GG.
11.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22. She's not going anywhere. You guys just brings her back into the pub and just like places
Tommy,
her back into the
stand
seat.
up. She's gonna stand up, she'll like crouch down in front of her on the seat and give her a look and say, "We're not here to turn you in.
Ew.
You're safe."
Garen's just like right into like off to the side, arms crossed, pants like deadpan face, just like, like.
You really think if we wanted to turn you in, I would have told you that I had this?
Beyond that, I don't think. I mean, Claire, one of us in the group, she's gonna look at Elle. Doesn't really like the Baron very much. So I don't think she would be turning you in either.
Obviously
And I
not.
have no reason to turn you in. You've done nothing to me to deserve that sort of a thing. That doesn't mean that I don't have questions. But you don't have to be afraid.
If you knew who the Baron was. If you were in the situation I am in. You would be terrified. By the way, I'm loving the fucking music.
It's I can't change it. It's just on a playlist. Hang on, let me find something
Tommy's
more
gonna look-
serious.
Oh my
Never
god.
5.
Somnia's gonna look into Iola's eyes and say, "Then what is he like? Help us understand." I think all of us want to help you, and we can, if we're all together, but... You said if you knew what he was like. What is he like?
I'm just gonna wait for the music to change. I can't do this series.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
This is like her biggest fucking secret.
I
and,
know.
Like, the music's like dee 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 dee.
I'm sorry.
Oh god. Okay. Fuck. Okay.
There.
Just for the record, like I wish Kai were here. I did not expect this reveal to happen this early on. Stellar job, by the way, Chelsea.
I contemplated
So-
to aside for that. We just go, it's too late
Mhm.
now. Everybody gonna know.
I wasn't sure if you're gonna hold on to it or not.
I
Ah.
didn't think it was gonna be this.
Okay,
All right.
Okay.
Back in it. Back in it.
Oh. Thana. Because she is Thana. Looks around just to see if anybody else is, paying attention.
Make a perception.
1, 2.
11.
Somnia got... Hang on, I have to math. 21.
Somnia, looking around, there's only 2 other people and the bartender. They're all preoccupied. It's the morning, everyone's groggy.
She'll look at Iola and say, "We can go somewhere else if you wish. This doesn't have to be talked about here."
She nods and gets up very shakily. I just stand here waiting for actions. Where are we gonna go?
Go outside somewhere.
Okay, if you guys are going outside, please hold. You guys are kind of in the center of town. You guys could kind of go on like a walk per se, and go towards the port if you want to, or into the little area off to the left that has a whole bunch of flowers.
Like flowers.
Flowers. All right, you guys are out and about walking around with one another, trying to basically figure out what you're gonna do.
What is he like, Iola?
First of all, how much do all of you know about the nobility of Phelan?
Everyone roll
Not-
intelligence.
I'll tell you that much.
Five.
Sadly, 10.
8.
Not much.
So nothing.
Everyone's like, nope. Out of all the people to find
an 18.
Okay, Rye's going a little bit. Just kind of brush it off your shoulder a little bit.
Well, my family, Rudenberg family, is in charge of Melgrove. I am, or was, a noblewoman. Anna, she takes a deep breath, and her demeanor is a lot different from Iola. You know, even when she's in her elf form, you can see the change. Back straightens, shoulders go back, and she looks a lot more, well, a stance more befitting that of a noblewoman. Came to Phelan. Fuck no. He came to Melgrove about a year ago. And seeing as my parents had disappeared the year prior, he knew I was vulnerable and alone. He said that the only way to save Melgrove, to save my grandmother and I from falling into ruin, would be if I were to marry. He proposed to me on the spot. I almost accepted. I mean, why wouldn't I? He's the Baron of Liamg. Charming and handsome. I declined. Because I saw something in his eyes. I didn't know what it was, but I said no. Thinking that would be the end of it. He kept coming back. Again and again. Again. Each time he would get angrier. Angrier. Until the day he pinned me to the wall by my hair. Said if I didn't marry him, he would kill my grandmother, my sister. I accepted. The night before we were to wed, found out he planned to kill me. I didn't know why at the time. I knew if I stayed in Liamg, I was dead. So I ran. Went into hiding and changed my name. I've been on the run ever since. You know what that's like? To be hunted like a fucking animal. Be filled with constant fear for your life. Have nowhere to go. No one to trust. Because the second you let your guard down, the person you thought was your friend might just turn you in. It eats you alive. It drives you to insanity. And he won't stop. He's never going to stop. I'm going to have to keep running for the rest of my life.
You
Unless
could
take
just kill him.
I mean, not if he's dead.
Like how we all just said he dies.
Hey, I've been wanting to kill him from the start.
I don't know who the
Yeah,
fuck
Zamia's
that
gonna
is, but he hurt my friend, so he has to die now.
Zamia's gonna look at her and just give her the most sympathetic look and say, I do know what it's like to have to run. That's it. That's all she says.
I'm not going to be able to kill him. He's... don't know what he is.
Do you mean? What do you mean?
Portraits of his last 6 wives hang in the hall, in the guest house where I was being held. The oldest one is over 1,000 years old. He is an elf, but I know of no elf who's made it to 1,000 years old, and especially not look as young as he does.
Assuming
No one
he's
is...
mortal, he could still die.
I wouldn't place my bets on it.
What do you think he is then? Do you know?
No. I don't know what he is, or what he's after.
Do you know what happened to his last 6 wives?
What do you think?
Had them killed?
He was around. How long ago was that war that we were speaking of earlier?
It was
More
in
than
90 years
500.
before-
He was around during that time.
The Baron.
What does he have to
Oh.
gain from killing his wives?
Maybe he gains immortality that way.
That would be blood magic if that was the case, but who's to say that he actually is using it?
Mario, quit.
But if he just wanted a bride, he would just find another bride. If he's hunting you, it's for something else.
There's a reason for it.
Don't
Do you know
know.
what that could be?
I have a suspicion. Harakir, you would know about this.
Oh god.
Ah,
Yeah! About what? I don't know
do
what
you
you're...
remember?
I'm trying to be Karakir. This is really difficult. Okay, yes.
Do you remember? Back in La'au, we heard of the legend of the garden.
Yeah, it's in the fairy tale book. About the gods making flowers.
Not that one.
Not that one. Hang on, let me roll intelligence. Oh, thank God, a 3. No. I don't think I remember.
There's another part to the story. 7 maidens, each representing a different flower, offered themselves up to sacrifice in the name of the gods in order to close off gates to a great evil. I've heard some say that he's looking for a way to reopen that gate. Makes sense, wouldn't it? 7 maidens.
Are you saying he's collecting 7 maidens?
Does that
Yes.
mean...
Would he have to have them at the same time, or once he has 7, then he's able to...
I need my magic casters to roll intelligence, please.
18!
Also 18.
Okay.
Wait, I have magic. I'm rolling. Oh, what is that? What is that? That is a 3.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, no help from me. But I do have to wonder.
Mm-hmm.
The game that was played based off of that war had 7 angels, 7 demons, and 7 saints. So is what he's doing connected to the game? Like, do you know what I mean? Like the
is
game
this
is
L
based
or
off of a
is
ritual?
Is this in
Yeah,
character
is
or
this
out
L
of
or
character?
Kaylee asking?
Yes, as Al, because
Okay.
they were telling us the story of the game, so I'm asking, like,
Okay, please hold as
if
I
it's
let
connected.
them remember shit.
Okay.
There is a spell that can be done that can contain bodies and keep them fresh and new for centuries. Kind of like a holding cell. You can put it inside of like a little crystal of some sort that can hold the body. Not necessarily the soul, but maybe that's what's needed. Okay, you good? Okay. So, Rye, Insomnia, you guys, it's old magic, is what that is. But you have heard it before. Gonna have all my spellcasters roll Arcana.
Okay.
Somnia rolled a nat 1.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Sonia had a brain blast and then nothing.
I got
I rolled a
plus
9.
3. I got a
Okay.
nat 20, and I have a +3, so I got a 23.
13 plus 3, that's 16.
Okay. Rye, you're the one that would have this brain blast. Old magic. An old war. There might be relics from this old war that might refer to this a little bit more. But old magic like that, very hard to come by, and most artifacts are coveted by all the different religions. One in particular is very common to gather such artifacts and things of that sort. Quillian and Macaulay. So those who follow those deities in particular are very widely known to find ancient and old relics of that sort and of that magic.
What were the names of the deities?
Quillian and Macaulay.
Thank you.
Are you relaying that to the others?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know how I would, but like they know it now.
Yeah, you're like, hey, I
Why
had a
the fuck?
brain blast. I know about these things.
Do you think that's a good or a bad thing? With those gods.
Do I know about these guys more than that?
Roll a religion check.
Where is my religion? Oh, that's actually not bad. The 21.
It's strange. Now that you're thinking about it, Macaulay is the god of storm, but also that of awakening. Quillian is the god of wisdom and foresight. For both of them to be coveting ancient relics of sorts is kind of odd for Macaulay to do so, but not necessarily Quillian. Because Quillian is very much knowledge and wisdom and remembering the past to figure out the future. Macaulay is the one that's odd.
Okay.
How do you suppose they come across ancient information?
I wouldn't have a clue. Suppose maybe it's been kept in religious circles for so long, or they have agents of the religion that go out and personally find them due to scripts and prophecies and whatnot.
I'm aware of an old temple of Macaulay
Where?
underneath my village.
Your village that was attacked.
That was burned to the ground, decimated and obliterated.
Interesting.
Were your townsmen members of this religion?
No,
Okay.
Why do you think anyone who would be a part of that religion would be in danger?
No, it's just a weird coincidence that the temple would be under the town and then
That town.
would be
Attacked.
obliterated.
Right. So this Baron, you're running from him because you think he's using you, for example, as some sort of object to obtain some sort of goal.
Yes.
So then I guess that means we have to make sure it doesn't happen.
Yes.
But I think we also need to know what he's doing. I think looking into it more, there may be some sort of answers.
Don't know.
Okay. As you guys all kind of grow quiet for a moment, thinking things through of what you guys have been talking about, you guys all just take a moment and breathe, and you learned something about not only Elle, but Iola. Wait, no, Fana. Something is happening. You guys aren't quite sure exactly what. Alana is just staring at you all. She looks at Iola once in a while, giving her a gentle smile in reassurance. And then looks at Somnia and Elle before clearing her throat. I think all of you are in a lot of trouble. And it's not just because of the Pipers. I think it has to do with maybe some of our parents. You guys see her slowly look at Comet. Papa was looking into Duska. And that's where we're just gonna leave tonight.
Why do we always leave kids saying something? Who is this kid?
Say what again?
So why do we always end with this kid saying something creepy? Who is she? I know who she is.
My sister!
I know who she is, Elliot. I helped you rescue her.
I told you what she is, right? What her class is?
No.
She's a wizard that focuses on divination.
We're not making sense.
Yeah.
I mean, our whole family's kind of crazy.
This has me looking at my family chart just like, what did my dad do? I swear to God.
So fun, yes. Dramatic, emotional. You guys
Holy
have
shit.
some of you got some new markings on your face. Fun. I'm gonna end this recording. Da-da-da-da-da. End recording.